Boy, we are really at a super interesting time here on the channel. Came home to a couple of packages, and I got some notifications of some more coming, and I even have 1,000 rounds of 8.6 Blackout that'll be here today or tomorrow. Really exciting time. I'm glad you guys are loving the 8.6 Blackout. We got a couple things to talk about here. So we talked to Callaway. I actually had them on the podcast, and we talked 8.6 Blackout coming up on a year ago, and they were super nice. They sent out some ammo for us to test. It looks like they've got a new thing going here, and they are using brass from Varog. So this is that Milford Munitions. That's the website you get it from. I'll have a link for you. It is Varog brass, and this is the brass that like everyone is using now. Steinel's uses it, Fort Scott uses it, Callaway's using it. Basically everyone but Gorilla is using this Varog brass. Our friends at Aiken Arms, they were the first ones that were telling me about it. And then I got in touch with the people from Varog and Milford, and they sent me a bunch of stuff to reload, which we haven't got to yet, but we're going to. And they're also the ones that are sending me a large quantity of ammo so that we can do some really fun stuff. So let's take a quick peek here at what Callaway is doing. It looks like they're still doing the 285 ELD, and this is a subsonic Varog brass 285 ELD subsonic. The only problem I have with, they're great for target shooting. They're not really going to open up for hunting, which, you know, that may or may not be an issue for you, just depending on what you're doing. I like Callaway a lot. I think they're doing some really cool stuff, and they're playing with some other rounds as well, which when they got them, we'll get them, and we'll play with them too. I believe Callaway has an Eagle Run 23 promo code. They probably already have it set up, but just punch in Eagle Run 23 and you'll get a discount. I don't know what the discount is. They were playing around with a couple different things. And the same story is true here for Steiner. Now, this is a second batch of Steiner that we got in. I did a little bit of testing with the other one, but I kind of wanted to wait and get 2 or 3 manufacturers. And I was planning on going to the range the other day, but my little boy was sick, and so I had to stay home with him. Same story here, Varog brass. And these are loaded with the much larger 350. Now, these are a CSHP, so we've got that big maker style open tip. Excited to have some stuff in from Steiner. I've got Howlwork stuff that'll be here soon, and he's also using Varog brass. So it kind of has become the industry standard is this Sheridan case gauge. I've got the open version so we can see down in there, but the Steiner stuff looks real good. Now, Steiner also has their own ammo gauge. Let me grab that for you real quick and show it to you. The Sheridan one is often out of stock. You don't have to get the windowed one. It is more expensive, but I certainly like being able to see in there and be able to show you guys. And Steiner is going to be making this as well. This is a prototype, but he did say that they're going to not do the knurling, and they're going to keep it pretty basic so they can keep the cost down. So I don't know what this is going to run, and I don't know if it's available yet. It should be up soon from Steiner because I've had this here for about a week now. All of his stuff checks out good and well. Looking good. We can, oh, that go all the way down? Yeah, I did. Let's try the Callaway over here on the Steiner. These should just fall in and fall out. So Steiner saw my video where I was talking about the steps on there, and I believe the new version of this, they're going to do some steps. I don't think it would take you out of headspace, but it is just a little bit more information, especially if you're reloading. You really only need these if you're reloading 8.6. If you're buying from some of these awesome ammo manufacturers, you don't really need to case gauge your stuff. It's really a quality check that the manufacturers do, maybe kind of an extra step for you. But the ammo manufacturers are really trying to push ammo out, and it could be that some of the QC is falling. Now, we don't typically see that with these boutique manufacturers that are running in lower quantities. I know over at Callaway, they've got 2 individual guys who are in charge of this caliber. And so they are very hands-on. Like, you're not going to probably get much you're probably not going to have very many bad rounds come through, because those two guys are very passionate about what they're doing. They're checking every single piece of brass and every finished cartridge. I don't know that much about what Steinell's doing, but I would imagine it's the same. These guys aren't going to put out bad ammo. With a caliber like this and with these smaller manufacturers, you should see some higher quality, and that's a good thing. So we had a day of rain and a day of crazy wind, and I had a boy that I had to stay home with. And so we did not get to the range this week, which I'm bummed, but coming soon. I also ordered a 50 round drum so that we can mag dump some of this 8.6 Blackout. That's going to be a test of my equipment as well. Running that through a suppressor might be interesting, so we'll be doing that. So that should be kind of fun. All right, guys, I'll let you go. 8.6 Blackout stuff coming soon. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.